You're waiting for someone. Maybe a mentor, a boss, a friend, a divine sign. Someone who will see your potential, reach out, and pull you out of the life you keep pretending is fine. But let me tell you a truth you don't want to hear. No one is coming. And as harsh as that sounds, pay attention. That's the best news you'll ever hear. Because the moment you stop waiting is the moment you finally start living. And today, that's what you're going to understand. You wake up to your alarm, hit snooze, stare at the ceiling. Same emptiness as yesterday. Something's missing. You get up, make coffee, scroll through your phone. You hope a message will show up. Something, anything that might change your life. Nothing. You go to work, keep your head down, do what's expected, come back home drained. Eat something. Numb your brain with videos of people living the life you want, then go to sleep having done nothing to get closer to it. And this cycle just keeps repeating. Deep down you believe things will get better. You think, soon things will change. Eventually I'll get my break. Someone will give me a shot. But no one shows up. No one will. You live like you're in an invisible line, waiting to be chosen, like you need permission to begin. But there is no line. There is no call. Life doesn't work that way. While you wait, someone else is acting. While you find excuses, someone else is building. And that person? They're going to pass you. They'll take the spot that could have been yours. Not because they're lucky, but because they didn't wait. You were taught to believe someone would come save you. Maybe it started when you were a kid, when you cried and someone always came. But now you're grown, and that same habit has become a trap, a slow, invisible poison. Here's the truth no one told you. You are alone. It sounds cold, maybe even cruel, but it's the key to everything. Because when you stop looking to the sky for a miracle and start looking at the ground beneath your feet, you realize something. You're all you've got, but more importantly, you're all you need. There is no invisible ladder, no secret rope to pull you up, just you. And when that sinks in, something wakes up inside you, a calm rage, not against the world, but for yourself. Because if you don't get out of bed and make something happen, no one else will, and they shouldn't. Your success, not your boss's responsibility, not your family's, not the government's, not the algorithms, it's yours. That's the beginning of the real awakening. You realize that the only thing separating you from the life you want is a set of decisions you've been avoiding. You realize it's not talent you lack, it's action. Discipline outweighs motivation. A bad plan executed today beats a perfect idea postponed forever. You stop looking for someone else's blueprint. You start building your own. Slowly, your days stop feeling random. You create routine, clarity, direction. It's not easy. It's not glamorous. It's painful, but it's yours. Progress becomes an addiction. Effort becomes your identity. And every night you go to bed knowing you did what had to be done. That's when a new version of you is born. The person you used to be, they died. They died the moment you stopped waiting and started doing. You began building, brick by brick. Not for applause, not for validation, but because you finally understood being your own savior is the only form of real freedom. Still unsure? Look at anyone you admire. They were alone at first too. They faced fear, rejection, and failure. The difference? They didn't wait for a rescue. They became their own rescue. And now it's your turn. Now that you know no one's coming, that no one's going to save you, it's time to do the one thing you've been avoiding. You know what it is. That decision you've been postponing. That conversation. That project. That habit you need to kill. That dream you haven't dared to start. It's now. You don't have to change everything overnight, but you have to change something today. Just one move. One action that breaks the inertia. One moment where you say, I'm done waiting, I'm starting. Get up. Grab a pen and paper. Write down what's holding you back. Write what's overdue. What's keeping you stuck. Circle one thing. Just one. And do it. Now. Because every time you act in spite of fear, you kill a piece of the passive version of yourself. And that's power. Because only those who've truly accepted they're alone can become unstoppable. You started this video believing someone would come and fix your life. That a moment would arrive and everything would fall into place. But now you see no one is coming. And that's not a tragedy. That's your release. Because when you stop waiting, you stop wasting. You stop asking for permission. You start creating, deciding, becoming. Freedom isn't doing what you want. Freedom is taking full control of who you are, of what you do, of where you're going. And that freedom? It costs everything. It demands full responsibility. It's heavy, but it's worth it. Because from now on, every inch you move forward is yours. Every win, yours. Every scar, proof that you didn't wait to be saved. You woke up, So here's your challenge. Close this video. Do the thing you've been avoiding. Not tomorrow. Today. Take one step toward what you know you're meant to do, because you're not here by accident. If you've made it this far, a part of you is already awake. And that part? It's done with excuses. It's done playing victim. It wants the throne, the control, the power. And it's going to take it through action. If this message hit you, share it with someone who also needs to stop waiting. Subscribe, not for ego, but because this is where truth lives, where you'll be challenged to rise again and again. You've spent long enough believing you were weak. Now it's time to prove you never needed a savior. You just needed a reminder. This was it.